Digital marketing has become a crucial component of business strategy for many organizations as more and more consumer rely on digital platform to research and purchase product and services. Latest according to Deloitte, ma'am, please mute yourself. 72% of marketers report that role of marketing has increased in importance during the pandemic year. Digital marketing has become a powerful tool for communicating with new and existing customer, as the last 2 years have brought a number of changes to our consumer behavior. Throughout various restrictions on our daily life, people has been forced to live differently, and as a result, they are shopping and spending their time in different way. Changing consumer behavior is forcing digital marketer to access their strategy as it become increasingly difficult to keep up with customer expectation and maintaining their competitive edge and keeping up to date with the latest technology. It is no secret that digital marketing is currently going through translational period with other challenges. Today, in this webinar, Mr. Nitin Son gave their insight on various challenges and opportunities on digital marketing. Mr. Nitin Son is currently associated with Havels India Limited as category head in Lightning Strategic Business Unit. So, has a dynamic professional career with more than 17 years of rich and extensive experience in product management, sales and marketing, general trade, channel and distribution management in FMEG and FMCG and pharma industry. So, has a rich experience in sales and channel development in both urban and rural marketing. He has worked in Havels India Limited, Philip Electronic India Limited, Nestle, and Dr. Reddy Lab. Mr. Sohn has a core competency in product management, sales and marketing, business development, strategic business planning, channel development, etc. He has won many awards like Best Business Unit Award, Havels HR Award, Best Performance Award, etc. He has an MBA in Marketing and Finance from HNB Garhwal Central University, has various certifications like Elements of AI, the Fundamentals of Digital Marketing Foundation, etc. Now, without taking much time, on behalf of LSM Government PG College Pithoragarh and the Department of Business Administration, we welcome you, sir, to enlighten us with your knowledge. Sir, now the session is over to you. Please, sir.
Thank you, Garima, for this generous introduction. Actually, good to see that I am able to see all you guys, and to the people of especially Pithoragarh, GPGC Pithoragarh, to give me this opportunity to talk to you people. And apart from this, there are other participants as well. So, just to share one thing, before moving ahead, right? So, if you talk about digital marketing as such, right? So, I think that, before starting anything, we just take a step back and understand actually what exactly is digital marketing, right? So, to start with, I'll just put on my screen. Uh, Garima, just let me know that whether you are able to see this.
Okay, sir.
Sure. So just in continuation of my introduction, so I have graduated from GPGC Pithoragarh only. So I did my graduation in the year 2002. Then I pursued, my MBA from HNB Garhwal University. So my heartfelt, thanks to Garima, so that I can contribute towards people who are there, especially from the same college, right?
Yes, sir.
Just a moment.
Yes, sir. It is visible now.
Yeah. So, just to take a step back and just understand, everybody knows exactly what exactly is digital marketing. It is basically nothing other than marketing which is done digitally, right? Because, you all will be knowing this thing that talk about India, right? India is a country wherein there is a highest, penetration of digital devices now. So gone are the days when we were there, limited to only, TV screens, in terms of marketing hoardings, and those POP signboards, all these things. So customers were there, to see those kind of, point of sale material, we say, right? Those boards, and get attracted towards something and go over to those retail outlets and purchase the product of their choice. But now this era is completely different, right? With the advent of internet and online based digital technologies, computers are there, mobile phones are there. So various types of media platforms are there with us. Not only, talk about digital platforms like LinkedIn, which are professionally run. Then we have, social media platforms, Facebook. Then we have Twitter, Instagram. So all these platforms have become a very significant part of today's marketing strategy, right? So when you talk about the core of digital marketing, so we can define that in just simple four words. If we can try to summarize, so first would be reach, right? So reach, as the name itself is, reflecting that it is, the number of visitors, right, which are visiting a particular place. For example, earlier it used to be a fact of life when, when we say that this particular retail counter is selling in good quantities. So how to get that information was really very difficult. What kind of, people are coming, what is their, demographic details, what is their frequency of their visits, because that was quite physical. Nowadays, when we talk about digital platforms, wherein not only in urban areas, but in case of rural areas as well, you will be seeing, and especially I witnessed this time when I visited, especially Pithoragarh, that people are, and especially younger generation, I are very much focused and very much keen to explore things. For example, they are buying from Myntra.com, they are purchasing from Amazon. In fact, retailers, those are not able to get a particular supply for particular product, they are very much flexible to get that product online. So all this is possible because the fact of life today is they wanted to increase the number of visitors to their own place. So the hardcore fact of digital marketing lies in the fact that how many visitors are visiting a particular retail outlet, right? When I say retail outlet in case of digital marketing, it would be the platform where you are selling, right? It could be your LinkedIn page, it could be your Instagram page, it could be Amazon site, right? A Flipkart site wherein you have registered your product or service, and there you want that maximum number of visitors should come and take a look of your product and definitely going to buy it, right? So that is the intent. So the ultimate aim of digital marketing is to increase the footfall, to increase the reach and number of visitors in your website, right? So this is the first part of it. When take an example that 100 visitors, they have visited your particular site, then what next? So your marketing should be designed in such a way that they should act. So whatever you have done it, whatever design and development you have done it in your website, the ultimate aim is to lead a customer to act. You want that whatever service or product you are selling, they should buy it. So what kind of activities, what should you do so that the customers would be interested in buying your products? So there comes the role of digital marketing, wherein you'll be creating certain digital snapshots. You'll be giving certain testimonial of your product. You would be highlighting the features, benefits of your product in that website, so that ultimately through all those things you will lead your customer, whosoever has landed to your page, to act and buy your product, right? So when we say that there is a latent interest, right, in a customer to buy a particular product, and that is the reason he or she has landed in your page, right? It means that he is interested to buy your product. So your intent should be maximizing the conversion. So that is how we say that conversion is a very critical part here, wherein we have given out all those things, talk about number of things in your website, that you are selling this particular product for a very long time, your production is of very high quality, your product attributes are really up to the mark, blah blah blah. All right. So ultimately, if it's not converted to sales, it means that you are missing something. So the conversion has to happen. There are number of tools which are there available today, right? Through those tools, you can make your customer to buy your product. So you have to create such a you can say pull and push. Both the strategies should be there, and that should go hand in hand. Then only that particular sales will happen. When we talk about digital marketing, there is one more important aspect, which is to understand the customer. And how you will be going to understand, because when they are clicking your website, there is a data, you can pull out that data, at that at what particular time that customer is visiting, the demographic detail of that customer, and you'll be able to understand that what kind of purchase behavior that customer is showing. So I hope that you must be able to understand this fact, that whenever you are visiting any site, right? So if you go in a social media platform, then those kind of options you will be able to see in your screen itself. So why it has happened? For example, you have looked out for a bike. Take an example. So when you start looked after various websites, so what you will see in your social media platform will be that you'll be seeing certain websites who are promoting sales of those bikes. So this is how all these digital marketing activities are connected to each other. And when we talk about to engage a customer, which is very much important, then what kind of referrals you'll be able to generate, what kind of repeat purchase you can generate through the same customer. So in fact, for example, you must have seen that if you buy a certain product, you'll be able to find certain suggestions, right, on your down screen, that along with this, buy this. So all these activities are basically inclined towards to make a customer engage in your website, so that he keeps on purchasing different products in your website. And when you talk about referral, incentives, you'll be seeing that various, websites are there who are selling their products and services, wherein they will ask for a referral code, right? If you suggest and if you give that referral code, you will be able to earn certain, you can incentive points, you can say. That, what are actually the challenges today? Right, the challenge today in digital marketing is the more the people are there will be, so the more would be their preferences, right? And today, the buying behavior is very much unpredictable. Just to share one data which says that, talk about, Indian population, 64% of Indian population by 2023, which means by this year itself, will be on internet. So when those people will be there in internet, it means that they will be open to all these kind of, digital platforms. And very starking to see that, the CAGR of, people, Indian people coming into, internet services is more than 7%, right? Which is 7 times of, CAGR of the population at which the Indian population is growing. So, that is the reason that, why various companies talk about big multinationals, be it Hindustan Lever, Nestle, in electronics, take an example, Havels, or, Samsung, LG. You will be seeing all those companies, they are not selling their products through retail outlets, right? They are also promoting those products in various digital platforms. They are having, different products there in Amazon and Flipkart, take an example, right? And especially those, platforms who are actually physical, they have gone phygital. So phygital is a new term wherein, you will be having a physical presence. For example, Reliance Digital, so they have their physical outlets also, and they have their digital platforms also. So, the amalgamation of both, physical and digital platforms are also in, great demand, and they are into, in the current perspective, they are being used, right? So, when we are having, more, people coming into the internet usage, then we can easily implicate that they will be highly, informed. So when they are informed about your product and service or similar products, then they will have number of queries. They will tend to ask many questions as compared to the earlier customer who is not very much informed. Some demographic, details I put on, wherein I wanted to show, the potential. So currently, if we talk about, India, even after if he does, the penetration like this, then only as of now 2% of Indian population is spending on, through and spending their money in digital platforms. Whereas, talk about China, it is close to 5 times, right? So which clearly indicates that there is lot more scope, right, in times to come. And when we talk about, the spend of any multinational or Indian national, right, Indian companies, so the figure is like this, wherein we have seen that, the percentage from 12% in 2016 in 2024 is going to be 45%, which means that 45% of the budget, the marketing budget of any particular company, will be there in digital platforms. So that is the strength of this particular channel. Now, this second, limitation, I would say, or challenge, which any company will face, and are facing, would be the budgets. So there will be number of companies. For example, if we talk about, big multinationals, for example, Hindustan Unilever, those, they are spending, more than 1,000 crores in a quarter. So what about those companies whose turnover is not even 1,000 crores, right? So ultimately, to use all those technologies and to be successful, you will be requiring budgets. So budget is a very important and critical, component, and it's really a challenge for, various companies to foray into, this digital marketing. It's not easy. It's not like, just putting some danglers, some posters in the retail outlets. But it is about a complete, digital marketing strategy, and does not go, standalone, right? So over a period of time, a brand has to develop, and if you wanted, your brand to, look high in front of the eyes of a customer, then you need to continuously spend in this platform. And obviously the results would be enormous, because in this platform you'll be able to track the various activities of your customers, and accordingly, to move forward. If you find that, for example, you suggested a particular product and you started business in digital platform, then you see that, people are not liking a particular set of products because of a number of things, because there you take feedback of your customers as well. So if that particular marketing strategy is not going, towards your goal, then you need to correct it well within time, so that you don't waste time, energy, and obviously the budgets, right, in the wrong direction. So through digital marketing, you can do that. The important aspect today is, and it's a challenge also. So that is the reason, we everybody says who is there a part of, this digital marketing and activities, that customers are, yes, highly informed, and because of this, the complete strategy should be developed around, consumer needs only, right? So you must have seen, a digital strategy wherein, Lenskart has suggested a way that, instead of going directly to a, optician, you can check your eyes then and there, right? A customer, person from their company will visit you, and he will directly, check it. Your eyes testing will happen then and there at your house, and you will be suggested, the required, lens and frame. So there are certain set of customers who are going digital, wherein a simple activity, wherein you just need to click it, and just try, thousands of frames which are there available with Lenskart, take an example, and in different angles. So a simple activity wherein you wanted to see yourself in a better way, and that is available then and there with just a click of button in your laptop, or maybe in your mobile screen. So this is the level of, consumer centric approach that companies are, providing to their customers, and that is the reason why Lenskart is at that level. So this is one of the aspect. Apart from this, other one of the other challenges, competing with big brands. So there are various brands which are there available. So being a company of, take an example, a startup, you can say, then to compete with those big brands, those who have high, budget, they have, great infrastructure. So how to compete with them? So just an example that I have, put in front of you is, there is a retail chain called as IKEA. So what they are doing is, you can see, for example, you wanted to buy a particular furniture, and there is a latent need from the customer, that, what will happen and how our house will look if we place that particular furniture in a particular position. Take an example. So IKEA have understood this thing. So what they have done is, they have developed an app wherein, whatever product you are going to buy from IKEA, you can see, how it looks in the ambience of your house. So ultimately, what they are doing is, they are providing, a kind of a unique experience, which is which was not there earlier. Because earlier, the only thing that you going to do was, just purchase that and fix it in your house. Then, from different angles we used to see. So that was the way, we used to purchase. But now with the kind of technology, with digital marketing, with various, technologies which are there available with us, customers are, able to see and, imagine how any product or service will look like, or maybe if you wanted to apply in your house or maybe on yourself, how it will look. So these kind of things can be experimented anyway. It will definitely going to, take a certain set of experience. Because if you are not experienced that much in this field, then you won't be able to understand the customer journey. So all these things will be definitely with, big brands. But yes, for challenger brands, those who are eyeing upon it, they need to really see this, and it's a challenge for them. And yes, one of our very much important aspect and challenge which is there in front of any organization today is to keep on creating fresh and engaging content. Because as I've shown you in my earlier slide, that engaging a customer is very much important. Because it's not only that customer who will be buying your product. He can be a a brand ambassador of your product or service. So word of mouth, you know uh, uh, word of mouth communication is very much important, right? And how to build on that and how to ride upon this communication, so we have with us. So we need to increase the engagement with the customer. And there are various brands. For example, I've just you know click one video to you. Just give me 1 second.
जाएगी। हाथ टच कर दे सर से। चलो अब इसे मार्क कर देते हैं।
ओ पापा,
हाँ
वो खराब हो जाएगी।
Just a moment.
So it's working perfectly.
It's working perfectly. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just a moment.
तो
हाथ से नापते हैं ना। आपकी पेंटिंग को कहाँ लगाया जाए?
यहाँ पे
अरे वाह, ठीक लग रहा है।
it's in the banking folder.
आइडिया तो बड़ा अच्छा है यार तुम्हारा।
एक सेकंड पापा।
बेटा कील नहीं लगाते, इसको यहीं रख देते हैं, अच्छी लग रही है। ठीक है चलो 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 चलो।
पापा पापा दीवार।
रुक बदमाश कहीं का, रुक जा।
पापा पापा पापा।
हाँ बेटा बाहर ही खेलेंगे।
आर्यन
ज्यादा खा लिया लगता है। हाथ धो लेना।
आओ चलो फोटो लेते हैं।
हाँ, गुड आइडिया। चलो चलो
बाबू
आ
मैं
जाओ।
कहाँ बैठूं?
सागर तू मेरे पास बैठ।
यहाँ
कैसे बैठे थे?
पैर गंदे।
अरे घर है बेटा, आराम से बिल्कुल।
चलो स्माइल।
हाँ भाई ठीक है। हर 3 महीने में बढ़ रही है, चक्कर क्या है? मजा कराओ। चलो अब हट जाओ यहाँ से, उधर खड़े जा।
अब बार कैसे किया जाए?
ये लीजिए।
देखिए बेटा,
कोई नहीं पापा।
लगता है तेरे पापा बड़े हो गए।
ये ना बात। सागर
घर का सबसे खूबसूरत डेकोरेशन है उसमें बसी खुशियां। एशियन पेंट्स, हर घर कुछ कहता है।
I think this is very much heart touching, right? So why I've shown you this thing, that talk about Asian Paints. They are there to sell paints, right? So in this particular platform, what they are selling actually, they are selling emotions, right? So when you talk about house, it's not just a contemporary thing. It is a thing which is made of emotions, wherein people are there, and it's made of people actually. So that is the point, they have touched. And this is not the first time that they have created this kind of advertisement, right? So all this is because they wanted to engage their customers in such a beautiful manner, so that they will whenever they will think about paint, they will think about Asian Paint, right? So in relation to this, you must be remembering that ad from Havells, wherein a lady was there who used to cook roti over a fire, and using Havells wire. And they were saying that Havells wire that does not catch fire. So all what I need to mention here is, so you need to create engaging content. Garima, I hope this slide is visible.
Yes, sir.
Thanks. So creating and fresh and engaging content is definitely a challenge. And still, after doing and capturing such a big market share, for example, Asian Paints controls close to 60% of market of the complete paint industry, right? So even after at such a level, they keep on investing huge money, and so as to engage their customers. One of the important challenge today also is, it is not only tablet or laptop through which purchase is happening. More and more people, and it's being identified, and there are data which clearly reflects that more than 50% of users currently, they are doing online purchases through mobile phones only. So the important challenge here is, so whatever take an example, digital platform you are using, that should be savvy with both your laptop screens as well as mobile screens, and then only the purchase is going to happen. So the customer should not be in a dilemma that where to purchase, how to purchase, because if the same screen which is there on laptop is there available in a very small limited screen in a mobile, so same icon cannot go hand in hand, right? So you need to develop your mobile website in such a way that it should capture all the relevant fields in a beautiful way. So, and it should be very much user friendly. So it's a continuous strive of a digital marketer to make their, both their, desktop site as well as their mobile sites quite engaging, so that any customer, whosoever is landing to that page, will be able to buy a product, hassle free. When we talk about digital, because it's a very important part that, and especially in today's scenario wherein each and every day, we are hearing, various news that mobile fraud has happened. There are people, those who have lost a lot of money and data, their private data, their pictures, they have lost because of, landing to a particular faulty website. So, preserving and taking care of, the data of your customer is very much important, because you need that particular data also. You need to understand from a digital marketer perspective that who are your customers, so that accordingly you can develop your product and services around that. But simultaneously, you have utmost responsibility also to secure the data of your customers. Otherwise, what will happen is ultimately your customers will be unhappy, and if this kind of frauds will happen in your website, then they will definitely going to sue you, and ultimately it would be a loss to you, which should not be there, because ultimately you are doing all those digital marketing activities so as to promote your product. And if any dissatisfied customer would be there, then the same reverse communication, the same word of mouth communication and publicity that you are going to achieve in a positive sense will go in a negative sense, and that is negative communication is very much faster as compared to the positive communication. So ultimately what will happen is the benefit through which you wanted to propel your customers to your website will definitely going to get away, and you will be losing. So data security is very much critical. So there are, although various tools and techniques which are there available, right? And through the advent of artificial intelligence, chatbots are there, wherein you can provide that kind of hand-in-hand communication. But simultaneously, you should also provide security level to your website also, and that will definitely going to fetch you money. One of our another important aspect today is to engage your customers. So your content, whatever content you are sharing in your websites, in social media platforms, or you are sharing through email marketing, should be having very appropriate content. So those kind of content should be apt to your product or service. And that is the reason that today a very big chunk of digital marketers are into this content writing. Sorry. So content writing has become a very important aspect in digital marketing. So creating a right set of content is very much critical, and also when it is critical, it means that it's a big challenge today, because the same kind of content you cannot share it in social media platform, or you are sharing in any other website, or maybe in a professional platform. So you have to design your content according to your marketing strategy. So creating right content is very much critical. And last but not the least, one of our important aspect today is, because with the kind of dynamic changing platforms, various algorithms are there available. Some someone are following a certain algorithm, and because of the technology evolution that you are saying, then these kind of platforms are bound to change, and they are definitely will be very dynamic. So you need to look into it as a good digital marketer, and you need to focus in all the platforms, and especially when you are doing multi-channel marketing, wherein you are there available in offline, you are there in online, you are there in various digital platforms, you are available in social media platforms. So when you are there available in various platforms, and that algorithm continue to change, so you need to keep pace with it, then only your digital marketing strategy will be successful. And as I've said earlier, that when you talk about digital platform, they are continuously changing, and trends are improvising and keep on coming. So this is one of our important digital marketing challenge, which is with the advent of technology. For example, you must have seen AI, ML, right? Machine learning is into digital, and each and everything, whatever website you are visiting, you are getting very personalized kind of responses. So how it is possible? So this is all because of technology, and this technology is continuously changing, right? For example, latest will be there's a news in the market that chat gpt will be there and will be crushing various jobs. So, but yes, if we can use those digital technologies in a good way, in a right direction, then definitely our customers are going to be very much satisfied. So we need to cope with it. We need to align our digital strategies with those kind of technologies, so that you should not be left apart. Thank you so much. See, we do have various other solutions also to give how to overcome these kind of challenges. But with the limitation of time, I believe that we can take that session differently. So Garima, I think that I'm through with this. So any queries we can take hand in hand.
Dear participants, do you have any query? Anything you want to ask?
And thank you so much for your active participation, because I know it's very much difficult to listen in this platform. So be attentive. It's very much difficult. And also I would say one more thing, that not only after this session, if you wanted me to stay connect, Garima can share you my communication address, so that in times to come also you can be in touch with me.
Okay, sir, I will share with the participants.
Sure,
Uh,
sure.
Participants, do you have any query? Do you want to ask something, sir? Okay. I think the concept is clear to all the participants. Now I request Gunjan ma'am, to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of our department and college.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Best. Thank you so much, Karima. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, sir. And participants, you will get the link in a WhatsApp group itself for the certificates. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Yes, I am doing.